Hey everybody. I know I've been missing the action for a while. Half y'all probably ain't even noticed. Most of y'all probably don't even care. But for the few that do, I guess this is just a little update of why I've been missing the action. Now, if you would have known me, I can't even say a full year ago, even up until a few months ago, you would have known that I was very of the world. I was definitely out here doing me, exactly the way I felt like doing me, and was very unapologetic about it. And I actually was at a point in my life where I didn't believe in God. Thought it was all fairy tales and fallacies, and make believe creatures and stuff. And then God came and tapped me on the shoulder and was like, "Hey, little girl, what's up?" And I'm like, "Ooh, oh, you real?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm real. Yeah, I'm real." Now, the reason why I can laugh about it now is because what I've come to realize on my spiritual journey is that I learned a lot of lessons the hard way when I didn't have to. I grew up in a church. Thank God for my auntie Donna. She definitely kept me in the church 2-3 times a week. I always played gospel music. I grew up with the word, but I didn't understand it. And it's not that I didn't understand it. You read the stories and the stories are the stories. It was the wisdom that I lacked. So instead of praying for clarity and wisdom to understand, the messages, I started to poke holes in what I felt like, were the foundations of the Bible. Now, since I felt like I was a know-it-all, God was just kind of like, okay, cool. Since I ain't got the answers, go ahead on and find them then, sis. And that sent me on my journey into the world. But what's so dope about it is that as I sit back and I reflect on a lot of the things that I experienced, it gave me the exact answers that I was looking for. And ultimately, everything led me right back to the Bible. So when I be laughing about a lot of this stuff, it's because I realize just how hard-headed I am, and that I am in this situation because of myself. Because I really didn't have to learn a lot of these lessons the hard way. I didn't. I could have just read the Bible, could have just applied the knowledge. You get what I'm saying? But no, that was too easy for me. Okay, so a little bit of background into my current situation. I am currently in Texas at a homeless shelter. I don't even know if I'm considered homeless right now, because I do still have an apartment. I do still have an apartment in Miami. It is fully furnished. It is newly decorated. It is nice and comfortable. My king size bed waiting on me, but I'm stranded in Texas. Okay, so now here we are. I start my spiritual journey back home. And I just get to a point where, so many things had happened where God had proven his might, that I was just kind of like, hey, you got this, big dog. If you rocking, I'm rolling. Whatever you say do, I do. Whatever you say go, I go. He led me to Texas. I got here, got in an accident. So now I'm stranded here. And I'm not even sure if I want to consider it stranded, because I know that this is pivotal for my spiritual growth, just because I've already learned and experienced far more than I ever did in Miami since being here. Needless to say, I am still in the shelter, and I'm not excited about that, especially because I do know that I have an apartment back in Miami. But he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong. He ain't been, never will be. So I trust him. I've experienced way too much thus far not to. So I trust him. Now, I said all that to say this. The reason for me getting on my social media account, looking as busted as I am right now, is to be completely transparent about my journey. I strongly feel that, he's about to start tapping a lot of his kids on the shoulder, like, hey, I need y'all to make it back home. I need y'all to get in line. Like, you feel me? The body of Christ is assembling, preparing for the bridegroom, and I need y'all in line. And I know that this was overwhelming, to say the least, for me. It still gets overwhelming sometimes. So I'm hoping that my transparency encourages other people that may be experiencing a spiritual awakening, or, want to start their spiritual journey. I'm hoping that it encourages you to stay on your path, because it's going to get crazy. I'll start sharing some of the stories about some of the things I've experienced thus far. Mind you, I'm only a few months in, and baby, I done been through it. But I'm hoping that my transparency, will be encouragement for other people that are about to start their spiritual journey, are already on their spiritual journey, and, maybe have been considered quitting or wherever. You get what I'm saying? I just want to be a beacon.